The Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door remake is almost here, and so I'll be explaining each and every partner you meet in this game. Now this information is based on the original, but I'm sure that like the Miitopia remake a few years back, this remake will be pretty close to the original, maybe with just some quality of life improvements here and there. But without further delay, let's learn about the Thousand Year Door partners. We of course start with the very first partner you meet in this game, Goombella, an upbeat archaeologist in the making. Near the start of the game, you see her being harassed by Lord Crump, and after helping her out, she decides to join you as your first partner. Goombella starts with 10 HP, which can be fully upgraded to 30 HP. When she first joins the party, she'll have 2 attacks, Head Bonk and Tattle, with Multi Bonk and Rally Wink later being added as she's upgraded. Head Bonk is her standard attack that can hit enemies twice. It costs no FP and is the equivalent to Mario's basic jump attack. Next is Tattle, her other ability that she'll have right from the start. With Tattle, she'll research an enemy to find out what their stats are. This includes their HP, which you'll always be able to see in future battles. The info you learn through Tattle can include lore details, or a nice heads up on what the enemy can do or how to defeat them. But now, how about we get to the attacks you'll learn through upgrades? After reaching Super Rank, Goombella unlocks the 3 FP cost Multi Bonk. It's basically Head Bonk, but will keep going until you miss the command. However, there is a catch. Each consecutive hit will deal less damage before doing 1 damage per hit. Regardless, Multi Bonk is seen as one of the best moves in the game, but where Goombella gets really crazy is her Ultra Rank move, Rally Wink. Goombella winks at Mario, allowing him to have an extra turn. Now, you may think this would be redundant. After all you're doing is giving Goombella's turn to Mario, but then you remember, Mario is the best overall party member. For 4 FP, you allow your best party member to get an extra action. You could set up with Mario or use a special. The possibilities are endless. Overall, Goombella is not the typical terrible first RPG party member. And side note, she's even implied to have a crush on Mario. Now we must head over to Petalburg, not the Pokemon City, to meet our next partner, the shy yet determined Koops. Koops is a bit of a cowardly fellow who aspires to be stronger. He also has a girlfriend named Koopy Koo. Like Goombella, Koops starts with 10 HP, but when fully upgraded only gets 25 HP, which in a game with small numbers could make a big difference. Koops' starting moves are Shell Toss and Power Shell, with Shell Shield and Shell Slam being unlocked through rank upgrades. Shell Toss is a basic attack that can only hit 1 enemy on the ground. Power Shell is 3 FP. It's similar to Shell Toss except it goes through all grounded enemies. With Super Rank, Koops unlocks Shell Shield. Shell Shield is 4 FP and will give Mario a giant shell to protect him. The shield can have 2 to 8 HP depending on your timing, effectively working like Substitute in Pokemon. So while it's active, it'll absorb hits for you until it's broken. Finally is Koops' Ultra Rank move, Shell Slam. Shell Slam is 6 FP and is basically a better Power Shell. Once again, it hits all enemies, but this time pierces defenses. Koops is a fun enough character, but a huge weakness with him is that he can only hit grounded enemies, meaning any enemy above the ground is basically immune to him, which I believe may include some bosses. But you know what, he may have trouble with certain enemy types, but at least he can say his dad came back with the milk. After Koops, we head to Boggly Woods to meet the third partner, the rather dramatic Madame Flurrie. Once an actress, Flurrie retired after feeling tired of the spotlight, and so went off to live in Boggly Woods with the Punies. Madame Flurrie is a bit of an HP sponge. She starts with 15 HP, which can be fully upgraded to 35 HP, the second highest of any Thousand Year Door partner. Her first starting attack is Body Slam, a nice 0 FP attack. Secondly, she starts with Gale Force, a 4 FP attack that can knock enemies out of the battle, and thankfully you'll still get XP from knocking away enemies. Once Flurrie is upgraded to Super Rank, she learns Lip Lock, a 3 FP HP drain attack, damaging the enemy and healing Flurrie. Finally, by reaching Ultra Rank, Madame Flurrie unlocks Dodgy Fog. Dodgy Fog costs 4 FP and gives Mario the Dodgy status, which as you can imagine gives Mario higher evasion, though he's not guaranteed to avoid all attacks. Madame Flurrie may have an interesting design, but she's certainly a powerful partner, and it's great to see how the adventure reignites her passion for theater. Now we head over to Glitzville, specifically Glitz Pit, for the next partner. A baby Yoshi you hatch and get to name yourself. In Glitzville, you'll get an egg that was originally going to be cooked, and after a few battles, you'll find that the egg has hatched into a Yoshi, and his design will change based on how long it takes you to hatch him. The classic green Yoshi if you take less than 6 minutes, red Yoshi for 6 to 9 minutes, nice, blue Yoshi for 9 to 12 minutes, orange for 12 to 15, pink for 15 to 18, black for 18 to 19, and finally white for more than 19 minutes. So what about Yoshi's battle capabilities? Yoshi starts with 10 HP, which will become 30 HP when fully upgraded. Yoshi's first starting move is Ground Pound, a 0 FP attack that can hit multiple times. Secondly, Yoshi has Gulp, a 4 FP move where Yoshi eats one enemy and launches them at another, hurting both. Yoshi's super rank attack is Mini Egg, a 3 FP attack that can hit multiple enemies, giving them the tiny status, which will reduce their attack power by 2 points, which again, in a game with small numbers, can make a big difference. Finally, Yoshi's ultra rank attack is the 6 FP Stampede, a very strong move that calls a herd of Yoshi to dish out multiple attacks. It hits all enemies, including those who are flying or on the ceiling. Honestly, who isn't going to love having a Yoshi as a partner? And since this little guy has no official name, you can name him whatever you want. Twilight Town is where you'll meet the 5th partner, the lovely Vivian. Vivian actually appears prior to joining the party, as she and her sisters, known as the Shadow Sirens, act as mini-bosses, though Vivian is shown to be mistreated by her sisters. At one point, her eldest sister even makes fun of her appearance, and in the original text, she was actually being made fun of for being trans, with her sisters, and Goombella, referring to her as a boy. But of course, the English localization censored this representation. Here's hoping Vivian's story gets to stay for the remake. But now let's get on to Vivian's actual stats. When she first joins the party, she'll have 15 HP, which becomes 30 HP after reaching Ultra rank. Her first of 2 attacks is Shade Fist, a 0 FP attack that burns the enemy, causing them to lose 1 HP every turn. Next is Veil, a 1 FP move that allows her and Mario to completely avoid attacks for a turn. However, alongside the 1 FP, it'll also cost Vivian her next turn. After reaching Super rank, Vivian learns Fiery Jinx, a 6 FP upgrade of Shade Fist that hits all enemies. Finally, for reaching Ultra rank, Vivian learns Infatuate, a 4 FP move that can confuse enemies, meaning a 50% chance they'll do a different action from what they intended. Vivian is a beloved Paper Mario character. She's seen as great representation to those who know her original story, and just in general, she's an amazing and adorable character. For our next partner, we actually head back to Rogueport, where to go to Keelhaul Key, you'll need a navigator for the SS Flavion, and you get that in the form of Admiral Bobbery. Admiral Bobbery was once a proud sailor who loved the sea, and his wife, Scarlet. But one day when he was out at sea, his wife died during a frosty winter. Blaming himself for not being there, he retired and never again sailed. But after delivering a letter written by Scarlet before she died, Bobbery regains his love for sailing and later joins the party. And Admiral Bobbery is one tanky boy. Bobbery starts with 20 HP, the most of any partner. And when fully upgraded, he'll have 40 HP, again the most of any partner. Bobbery's first attack is Bomb, a 0 FP attack that deals massive damage. Along with that, he'll have Bomb Squad, a 3 FP move where 3 bombs that will explode a turn later are thrown, with you needing to aim where they land and who they'll hit. Bobbery's super rank move is the 4 FP cost Hold Fast, in which Bobbery will counterattack any direct hits aimed towards him. Finally, Bobbery's ultra rank attack is Bob-Bombast, a powerful explosion attack that will hit all enemies. And the cost? 9 FP. HP, which is the second most expensive partner attack, by the way. Admiral Bobbery's backstory is beloved by those who played Paper Mario, and not only is he a pretty cool character, but he's the only party member who won't fall asleep to Luigi's stories. So clearly he is a man of quality. And now we've reached the final 1000-year door partner. Miss Mowz is a character you interact with throughout the game. She's a thief who is actually an optional partner. She's also considered to be one of, if not the worst partner in the game, and that may become clear as I explain her stats and abilities. Miss Mowz will start with 15 HP, which can be fully upgraded to 25 HP, meaning she's tied with Koops for having the lowest Ultra rank HP. Miss Mowz's first attack is Love Slap, a 0 FP attack that actually pierces defenses. Secondly, she'll start with Kiss Thief, a 2 FP move that can steal an enemy's item or badge. Hey, you know what? So far so good. So why is Miss Mowz considered the worst Paper Mario partner? Well, the cracks start to show with her super rank move, Tease, a 3 FP move that makes enemies dizzy, meaning that sometimes their attacks will miss. Okay, not the worst, but let's look at her Ultra rank move. After reaching Ultra rank, Miss Mowz learns Smooch, which will heal Mario for anywhere between 1 to 10 HP. The problem? It costs 10 FP, making it the most expensive partner ability. But not only is it expensive, it's just plain outclassed. There are plenty of items that are just as good, if not better, than Smooch. And again, Paper Mario uses small numbers, so 10 FP is a big ask. So in conclusion, Miss Mowz is not outright terrible, but she is just outclassed by every other partner. And there you have it, folks. Every Paper Mario the 1000-year door partner explained. What do you think about these partners? Which of them is your favorite? Do you think this guide will help you in your 1000-year door playthrough? Let me know in the comments below, and become a member if you're interested. It's only $2 a month. Have a nice day, you wonderful people. Here's my quick ranking of the 1000-year door partners. C tier, Miss Mowz. She's just kinda there. B tier, Madame Flurrie and Admiral Bobbery. They're pretty cool, just not my favorites. A tier, Koops. If only you had a way to hit enemies above the ground. S tier, Goombella and Yoshi. Great and lovable. Finally, number 1 in the Grand Master tier, Vivian. Vivian is best girl. Fight me.